Building a business is not easy, but with the right fundamentals and know-how, anyone can do it. Hi guys, in this video, I wanted to share with you some insights that really helped me build my own multi-million dollar business, or I actually wish I knew before I even got started. I'm not going to share about stuff like how to register your business or how to file your tax returns. Rather, I'm actually going to share about really valuable lessons that will ensure that your venture is built right from the start. And with things in place to help it grow, you can get the best out of yourself because ultimately you are the one in the driver's seat to build your business. They say knowledge is power, so getting your head around as many business books and speaking to as many mentors as possible will give you a good foundation. But if I had to distill everything that I've personally learned into this 8-minute YouTube video, then these would be the most valuable lessons that for anyone thinking to start their own business. I've been running my own design studio in Singapore called Wolf. We specialize in workplace design across the Asia region, and we've been able to grow into a sizable team and generate very strong profits every year. And you know, it hasn't been easy and we'll continue to face challenges, especially during a pandemic such as the one that we're currently going through, but it does force you to evolve, which is a good thing. No entrepreneur will ever say that building a business is easy, but it would have been a whole lot easier on me if I knew these tips from the beginning, so I'll share with you now. So the first thing you need to do is have a plan and plan for it to succeed. If we get married, we plan. If we go on a holiday, we plan. So starting a business is no different. A usual business plan will have things like your initial idea, the strategy around how you're going to actually make this a profitable business, how you're going to get funding, how are you going to obtain customers, and what are your business expenses are going to be. How are you going to be able to take this idea to the market and be able to produce sales from it, as well as what you forecast in terms of what you're going to make the first year, second year, and into the future as well. You don't need an elaborate business plan, but you still need a plan, one that specifies your goal, your destination, and almost like a roadmap to where you're going to be and how you're going to get there. Now, the key thing while preparing this plan is to have a solution-focused mindset. So rather than start your idea with what to actually sell, you actually have to think about what problem you're actually going to solve. It's a whole lot easier to gain customers when your business is actually fixing a problem, and your startup should fill a hole in a certain market or niche. You also need to be very clear in your plan about how you're going to make the first and subsequent sale and how you'll be able to make a sustainable profit from those as well. Now, one of the hardest things that I've learned to do was to work on my business rather than in my business. By that, what I mean is understanding the difference between working for yourself and actually building an ongoing sustainable business. Now, I'm a bit of a perfectionist and it's really hard for me to let go of things and I have to really do a lot of things by myself, but you actually limit the potential of growth of your company if you don't hire people to actually do other work for you. I actually learned this principle from this book by Michael Gerber, and it's called the E-Myth, and he essentially defines 3 roles in any business. The first one being the entrepreneur, the one that provides the vision, the creativity, and the energy to actually drive the business. The second one is the manager, who's a pragmatist who basically translates the vision into reality through planning and systems. The third one is the technician, who is an individualist and is a doer, who actually does the production or provides the actual service of the company itself. Now, any person starting a business actually needs to learn how to cultivate and balance these 3 mindsets, all of which are actually necessary for running a business. Now, the biggest challenge and ultimately what takes a business to the next level is actually spending more time playing the entrepreneurial role of the business, which actually allows you to strategize growth and direct the company towards the vision that you had for it. I had to actually constantly remind myself at times to actually step back from the day-to-day of being a designer for projects and actually evaluate the business direction and making sure that we're actually on the right path. Now, one of the biggest things for me and our business was to ensure a sales pipeline as well as a lead generation strategy. Revenue growth and gross profits are everything if you are to survive and succeed as a business. A sales pipeline is a visual snapshot of where your prospects are in the actual sales process, and making sure that you actively monitor and nurture those sales pipeline is actually the key to revenue growth, which is the lifeblood of any company. Now, to actually fill this sales pipeline, you need leads, and lead generation is actually the process of converting strangers, which are prospects that have indicated an interest in what you're offering, and converting them into leads and actually starting them on the journey of becoming a customer of yours. Lead generation is a critical step in any marketing process, but more important, it's actually fundamental to your business growth. So what we actually had to do was develop a lead generation strategy that addresses both actively seeking to strategizing how people actually find us. Now, this ranges from more traditional methods like networking and building relationships and cold calling and conducting your own market research to more digital approaches such as obviously Google search engine optimization and Facebook and YouTube. Now, everyone's lead generation strategy will vary depending on the industry of the business and what product or service that you're offering. Learning how to sell and close deals. One challenge of many business owners they face is that they actually don't know how to sell. Now, if you're worried about what people think about your business, then you need to actually get over it, because if you can't convince consumers to actually buy from you and support your company, then there's no point in starting your business at all. And you as the entrepreneur, you need to be able to speak very confidently about your business, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. We often actually encourage ourselves as well as our team to actually present themselves and even send ourselves for public speaking classes, just so that we get comfortable about speaking about our business as well as learning how to communicate better as well. And just when learning how to sell is hard enough, you also need to know how to actually close an actual deal. You need to get that customer to click that buy or sign your contract. It's actually the make or break moment in sales that is everything that you've worked so hard to get to. Now, understanding and learning what factors will actually sway customers to make a decision in your favor will actually be the silver bullet that actually takes your business to the next level. And remember, your role as the entrepreneur is to be attuned to this always and actually be able to respond accordingly and evolve with it over time. It's heartbreaking when you actually lose a deal, but with every deal lost is also an opportunity to learn and improve and be better for the next opportunity. So there's no perfect formula for starting a business, but what I've learned is that actually the best advice that I've gotten actually forced me to think in a new way. So hopefully something in this video has actually helped you do that as well. So whether your passion is already your job, or you want to go out and do it on your own, or your side hustle actually turns into a full-time hustle, there's one person that's actually going to make that happen, and that's you. And despite the stress and the amount of work, starting your own venture is something that is one of the most fulfilling things that you can actually do. And I urge anyone that actually has a bit of spark to actually follow that passion and give it a shot, because you never know where it might lead. So as always, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, guys, so you can learn more about building your own financial future and starting your own business. And also let me know in the comment section if you've got any other questions about my business, or if you've got any tips for me on how I can improve mine as well. So until next time, see you guys.